This is going to be a quick demo of our new auto service label software that creates a one piece or a strip label that goes onto an edge of a file folder. And by inputting a little bit of information, it creates the label that you see in front of you here. And we'll get into that in just a few minutes. Most of the dealerships that we've talked to typically use hand wrap labels, individual labels. They'll peel off the year and stick that on. Then they'll peel off each of the 6 of the VIN numbers and stick those on. And then they'll also put on the year of last service. It's time consuming and very few people like to do that. And because of their individual labels, very seldom do we get them on evenly. And so you have a filing system that's kind of tiered, or it goes up and down. It's not very clean. Let's leave it at that. Everything's not uniform. We'll put that's what I'm trying to get at. When we put on a full strip label all at one time, it's very easy to because we have alignment marks of where to put them, that they can go on pretty much in the same spot every time, and it makes it a lot easier to have a very uniform filing system. Makes things look nice and neat, and it also makes them easier to find. Once we've input information, we can either type it in individually like this, or we can import it. If you want to import it from your existing system, we can do that as well. And some people like the idea of using a data table, and it can be done this way too. So if you put a new record in fact, we'll click New Record here, and it puts a blank at the bottom, and we can go, I'm not going to do it in this place, but, well, let's do it. 2004, whoops, it's correct. We'll say an Audi, and we'll do a VIN number of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it's only going to take the last 6. We'll leave that one blank, and we'll make this one 06. Okay, that's if you're doing a bunch of them, that's probably the fastest way of doing it. Let's go back over to the data entry, and this is the information we just put in. Again, you can do it the same way. If I might want to make a change to show you how it works here, let's just take those out, and it keeps it the same. Or let's make it 05, and you can see that as we create something, it's done automatically. Let's go up to the top here. There's 16 records in the system. Let's go back, and you can see what we've got in the system now. Okay, we'll just zoom to the front. Now, there's several ways of printing labels out. There's 6 at a time. There are 2 at a time. This is also 2 at a time. This is 2 at a time as well. But there are 3 individual labels that go on as one label. And it's a patent pending label, and we have it set so that it can go on a straight edge folder, or it can also go onto a Reynolds tiered folder. So let me just give you an idea what those look like. I'm going to put it into the preview mode real quick. And I'm going to go up to here into the layouts where we are, and I'm going to go to the 6 VIN. You can see what that looks like. There's 6 labels on a page. Let's go to the next one, which would be the 2 up. And you can see basically the label it's a page of labels cut in half. So you'll have 4 1/4 wide by 11 inches high is the way it's going to look. Now you're going to have a small label at the top that's not being used because this label layout is being used for other things as well. But it's the same as the 6 up label, that same size. It's 8 inches high. Now on the 3 print 2, this top label and the bottom label are separate from the centerpiece. And the reason for doing it is it gives us a lot of flexibility. Some people maybe don't want the top part or whatever, and it also gives us the ability to use the same label and also go to the next one, which is the tiered Reynolds folder. So as you attach these, it'll automatically attach the one, and it'll attach for the tiered portion as well as the other. So you have a piece that's in, the part that juts out, and the piece that's back in again. So it can be used for multiple layouts. Let's go back to the main screen. That just gives you an idea how that's done. Once you've input the information, it's real simple. Let's just do the print 6. It's probably the fastest one. Let me get out of the preview mode first so you can see what I'm doing. Because you can't really do anything while you're in the preview mode because it's preview only. So once you've done it, hit print 6, and it brings up, let me move this over so you can see it. It brings up the print menu. We just want to pick the printer that you want. That's the one we'll take. It's like any print menu that you have on any of the printers you have right now. You can print one page or any pages you want. You can print them all, multiple copies. I'm just going to say cancel because we don't want to print them. And it's going to ask continue. That's what I want to do. Okay, let's go to preview mode again so you can see there's the 6 labels on a page that I showed you a few minutes ago. Let's take it out of there. And that's as simple as it is. So go back to the data entry screen. Now, one of the things that we do, I'm going to move back here so you can see. In this particular one, we're having the month or the make of the vehicle and the month of last service. It made it more awkward because you'd have, if you were doing hand wrap labels, you would have to have all the different makes that you carry, as well as you'd also have to have the 12 months, and just extra labels you have to buy. And I can understand why most people wouldn't do that. But if you have the opportunity to have it done all at one time, it makes it easier to find. You can, if you have multiple lines that you're mixtures you're working with, then you can see it's very easy to find them, and because you're going to have some, they're going to have the same VIN number, but if it's a Ford, you know it's a Ford. If it's an Audi, whatever, you know what it is. It's easier to find them. The month and date and year of last service, that's for purging purposes, and also to make sure that you have the correct label. So in order to do these, that's extra labels, and we have created a system for you. It's called the month year. Just click on that. And what it does, it brings up another screen which allows me to change. Let's just take it and go to the next month. For September, let me do the print to show you what it looks like. I am going to cancel again. It's up to the outside. You don't have to need to see. You've seen it already. And I'm going to do the preview mode so you can see what we have. What we've got now is a full screen of labels. Let me just make it bigger so you can see what we have. And what we have here is an individual label that will be peeled off and stuck onto the file folder. So let me just get out of exit this mode, go back to data entry, and back to the main screen. So those individual labels will be peeled off and stuck on here. The good thing about that, here you have to buy labels in 500s in a roll. Up here, you only print out 28 labels, and then you print them out when you need them. So it makes there's less waste, there's less chance of messing things up. So that's probably the easiest way of doing this. So that's as simple as it is. I've shown you how to input information and print a label, and also to do the month year. Hope you've enjoyed.